Hello everyone, you have Royce here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature another cultivar from the trifasciata species, and we are still in the discussion of the compact variety or the trifasciata variety that starts off with the name Future, then followed by another name signifying what kind of variegation it has. So for what I'm showing right now is a cultivar of the trifasciata species, which is part of the compact group, having the it is included with the future names of trifasciata, and like I have shown you on the previous episodes, this specific cultivar is a mutation of Sansevieria trifasciata Future Striations. So this particular cultivar that I'm showing right now, I did not purchase. I did not purchase it in the market. I did not buy it. This came from my own cultivation, from our own garden or nursery, and this is one of the cultivars that are having a stable pattern of variegation. So this is most commonly known in the other species as well as Medio Picta. So I guess the question is what to call the specific cultivar of the compact group or the part of the future group of the or future name of Sansevieria trifasciatas. So I guess it can be named as Sansevieria trifasciata Future Mediopicta. Later on, I will show you another form of Medio Picta, which is part of the short leaf variety or the dwarf variety of trifasciatas. But right now, what we're discussing is the future or the compact group. These are Sansevieria trifasciatas that would be at leaf size of 2.5 width of or with leaf width of 2.5 inches. So later on, we'll take measurements and they would grow to lesser than 2 feet. For this specific group of future trifasciatas, they would grow at I think about 9 to 8 inches tall. So going back, so like I mentioned, I did not purchase this cultivar. This came from our own garden. It was propagated directly by myself, and I haven't seen it as frequently as I can in the market. So it has stable central striations on the middle part, and thus on each leaf you see it is having central striations. So I guess the proper term in English or in New English is Sansevieria trifasciata Future Central Striations, because the striations would stay on the center part of the leaf, or in the old name it's known as Medio Picta. So it can be called by Sansevieria trifasciata Future Medio Picta. You have to add the future name before it because it's part of the future group and it mutated from Future Striations. So striations, folks, if you go back a couple of episodes, they are having striations that are not really just staying in the middle. So they can be on the sides, on the left part, on the right part, wherever they want to be seen on the leaf. So the difference is on this cultivar that I'm showing right now, which it mutated from the future striations, the variegations are stable on this cultivar and they stay on the middle part of the leaf. Some parts they're very light and you can barely see it, but as the leaf grows older, they become very evident. So they're called on other Sansevieria species again when the variegation stays on the middle part. They can be called Medio Picta, meaning Medio is in the middle, then Picta is paint. So painted in the middle is the translation of Medio Picta. So you can call it the Future Mediopicta because Mediopicta is Latin, but the future word is in New English, so you can combine them and it's no problem. You can call this plant Sansevieria trifasciata Future Mediopicta, which is acceptable, or you can call it properly as Sansevieria trifasciata Future Central Striations. Although it's kind of long, but it's the scientific botanical ID that if you're a botanist, what you can call it properly with. So Sansevieria trifasciata Future Central Striations, although it's very long, but in science or in botany, that is the proper way that you can call it, without the use of a person's name, or you honor it with someone's name who discovered this specific cultivar. It can exist on other species as well. On trifasciatas, it can exist on the long leaf variety. So you can just call it because long leaf variety is known to be the base form of trifasciata, so you can just call it Sansevieria trifasciata Medio Picta or Sansevieria trifasciata Central Striations for the long leaf. But for the medium leaf or part of the compact group, you have to add the name Future to signify that it's part of the medium leaf size variety of trifasciatas. So you can call it Sansevieria trifasciata, but you have to add Future. So Sansevieria trifasciata Future Mediopicta, or the longer one, the more proper name to call it Sansevieria trifasciata Future Central Striations. So this isn't published on the journals, Sansevieria journals yet. I rarely see people have the Future type of Mediopicta. But right now I have it in front of me, and hopefully I can propagate more of it. So this is, by the way, guys, is the medium size variety of trifasciatas. I'll show you the counterpart of it on the short leaf or the dwarf type of trifasciatas, and here is what it will look like. So this one, folks, is Sansevieria trifasciata Cybert. So take note that it is named with a person who has introduced the plant, which is I forgot the full name, but it's having the name of Cybert, and it is he is honored by giving it the name on this plant. But for in the study of naming plants, I don't really encourage people to name the cultivars through the people who introduced them, because if you're studying plants, it becomes different. It becomes complicated because it deviates from the learning of the characteristics of giving it a name according to its characteristics. So it really deviates from that pattern of giving an organized name to Sansevieria. So if you properly think about what to name this plant, you should name it according to its characteristics. So the size of the leaf is dwarf, and the trifasciata is in green form. The variegation is in the central part of the leaf. So the proper name should be, if you ask me, it should be Sansevieria trifasciata dwarf Medio Picta. That should be the scientific name for it. But if you really wanted to dig deeper, it should have a trifasciata variety. It should have a Latin name of brevifolia, meaning brevi is short, folia is leaf. So it should be, if you really follow, if you're studying Sansevierias, if you're studying trifasciatas, I think the dwarf type should be named Sansevieria trifasciata brevifolia, then what kind of variegations they have. So if really follow the organized way of naming it, scientific name of naming it, this should be Sansevieria trifasciata brevifolia Medio Picta. So that should be the name for it. But we are observing a different nomenclature of naming Sansevierias now, and this was named uh, in the very early days of introducing Sansevierias, and it was named after Cybert. So as you can see, this is Cybert, and this should be the Future Mediopicta. From this one to this one, the name really deviates. So that's what I'm trying to tell everyone else in the Sansevieria groups, or in the society that we have for us Sansevierians, especially the International Sansevieria Society that I'm a member of. The naming is of trifasciatas are really deviating from what we should be doing, or what we should be giving names in terms of the study of variegation of trifasciatas, sizes of trifasciatas, characteristics of trifasciatas. So this is just an example, and it is my opinion. Although it is a fact, though, that from this, if you called it Sansevieria Future Mediopicta, then you call this Sansevieria trifasciata Cybert, you cannot connect the dots, or the relationship, or how they are very similar to each other. You can't even say that from the name of for me, for example, if I'm going to give you a name of Sansevieria trifasciata Future Mediopicta and Sansevieria trifasciata Cybert, you wouldn't be able to tell from that they are related, because like I said, the giving out of names has deviated from the study of trifasciata or Sansevieria trifasciata mutations, or variegations, that when someone discovers or introduced something, they give them names in honor to people who they would like to honor with. So I think that is enough discussion for this episode. So, folks, I hope that you like what we have discussed, and if you if you want to be updated, or see more of Sansevierias, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, everyone.